Right, now reach the semi-final stage in the Seniors Masters. On table 4, John O'Mahony, Ireland, Keith Brewer, England. On table 5, Gary Willis, England, Alan Brown from South Africa. Those matches are best of 11 frames. Right, in the men's masters, or rather, sorry, no, we'll do the ladies first. So, could I have Stella Kearney, Ireland, Dawn Wright, Sue Fletcher, England, Helen Colas, France. Top table, please. So the matches in this room, in the men's masters. Table 6, Neil Wren, Pat McCarron, Scotland. Table 7, Paul Clack, Australia, Gavin Lomax. Table 8, Lee Pickard, Eddie Barker. Table 10, Darren Matthews, Scotland, Carl Sutton. Table 11, Wasim Olat from Mauritius, Sean Chipperfield. Table 13, Josh Kane, Mick Hill. Table 14, Aaron Davis, John Moore. Sue Fletcher, Helen Colas, please. Top table.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is David Veery back on the commentary. I've been joined today by Mick Delahunty from Australia. Good afternoon, Mick.
David.
And special guest as well at the moment, we've got Steve Mills, the current England pool team captain. I think you've been pool team captain, what, for 5 years now?
7 years.
7 years, wow, how time flies.
Yes, bonsoir.
Howdy, Stevie.
And
Hey, Mick, you okay, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you, sir.
The match we've got today is Gavin Lomax, who's in the England team, so Stephen knows a lot about him, against Paul Clack from Australia, so therefore Mick Delahunty knows a lot. So that's quite handy having these two here to commentate.
I'm not going to tell everything I know, but...
that's what you're here for.
Yeah, no, Clacky's already paid me off, so he's pretty safe.
Have we not got some interesting stories about Clacky then?
We have a few, but maybe not any they're going to get told today.
Is it because we're...
Well, I'll tell you some of mine on Gavin if you want. Gavin there was well up to scratch with his lag. I think he just about got past the black spot. He's the world's worst lagger.
Did Gavin have a good evening last night?
Gavin's still in the middle of last night's evening.
It's a bit like Mick yesterday, actually.
Yeah, no, I wasn't too flash yesterday.
I've just seen a decent video actually, Gavin. It's just a shame we can't put it online.
It's wonder the game. Clacky was broken and didn't quite get them very strongly and didn't pot anything. Gavin's played a yellow into the centre first shot and put 2 of Paul's balls safe, so he's made the out reasonably easy as well, I think. Pop the ball over the bottom hole, Steve. Stay on the one along the bottom cushion.
Yeah, definitely. Gavin's
Just went a bit through
Yeah,
too far,
a bit
didn't
too
he?
much,
Yeah, he
yeah,
wanted
I
to be
don't
on the
think
one
he's
and
done
no. Might have to play the combination.
It's a big day today, isn't it? Because they're playing all the way through to the final today in the World Masters, aren't they? So there's going to be a lot of quality matches, one after the other today.
Yeah.
Is the final tonight?
I'm not sure if it's tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Up to and maybe not including the final. But most of the big names are still in. There's not been many shocks so far yesterday.
No, there's some tasty games, isn't there, coming up, I believe.
Yeah. It's a good shot. You put the yellow the other side of centre. So if Paul plays off, tries to play safety up the other end, he's got a ball up there to play on to get down for these 2 down the bottom again.
Yeah, Paul looks to us has really improved on our tables as the week's gone on.
Yeah. Paul's great curiosity. I think he's probably doubted himself over the years a little bit here and there, but as he's got older, he's more settled with family and everything. He's just a really, really steady, great player, hard to beat, always competes beautifully. And as you say, I think he's very much an underestimated potter. He can clear the balls very easily, quite often. He just...
Well, he's part of a great side back home, isn't he, for you, in the Victorian side?
Yep, they've won, I can't tell you the stats, but they've won, maybe 5 or 6 of the last 7 or 8 national titles, and very consistent with, Mark Robinson and Ben Noonan and Michael Scarey and Jake. Yeah, just to name a few. They're fantastic side, and Clacky's certainly one of the number 1 players in that team, so he sits with good people, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's very good on your tables.
Yeah.
Which obviously, since he's been over here this week, they're going to struggle at the beginning, but they're always going to get better as the week goes on. As soon as they get used to the cut of the tables, because, as you know, Mick, our tables are cut totally different than yours, aren't they?
They are. We play the other side of centre. We seem to play the other side of the bottom pockets even.
Yeah,
we play the outside jaw rather than the inside, and then we wonder why they miss.
Yeah.
It takes a couple of days. The other thing is an easy ball in the centre. Because our tables are an extra foot longer, an easy cut in the centre pocket. We're playing down the end more often than not. We're not even considering playing it in the centre pocket. And we look at these guys and think, oh, well, I'll get another shot here.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they land perfectly in the middle pocket and you think, oh, it's just dropped. It's a good shot. Does the yellow go off that red in the middle?
Looks like it might.
It's like it might.
Yeah, he's looking at it.
Yeah, it looks like it might squeeze in there, couldn't it?
So then the drawback for it now, or does he? I think he probably does.
But the black looks a bit tied up as well, so he's got a bit of work to do here still.
Well, he hasn't gone quite the angle he'd like. He might have to take the ball over this hole and screw back to where he's standing now, I think. That's what he looks to be doing. I'm
amazed he is still standing in mounting stroke.
And that's beautiful, beautiful shot. Now, is this black on?
Maybe the overhead shot will show us a better view of it.
It's very hard to tell whether it's touching that red or not. There you go.
It might go, actually.
It's close.
You can always screw back, though, can't he, and take it in the opposite middle.
In the other centre, he has to...
Which is what he's looking at now.
Yeah, okay, good call. So he plays it off the jaw, off the red, screws back to this side cushion, goes back to the other, and that's what he's doing. Puts the black in the other centre pocket. Very good call, Stevie.
Yeah, he's done well.
Not a problem in the world.
He seems to be up for it anyway, does Gavin, doesn't he?
From what Steve's saying, he's been up all night.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I was talking to him in the foyer about 5 minutes ago, and he was in his usual stance with a pint in his hand.
Fair enough.
Hopefully for him, he's on the bench on the first team match on Monday just to recover a bit.
That was me a lot of years ago.
Yeah, he could do with being on the bench against Mauritius. He ain't got the best record against them.
So here he goes, his first break of the match. Didn't quite get them either. Just hit them off centre.
Yeah, the first match today, the breaks didn't go very well on this table, so I think it just needs to warm up a little
I
bit.
don't think it's been the table in this particular case. I don't think either of them hit them well.
I think some of the Australians have been really breaking well, you know,
Jack
on these
was.
tables.
Jack did yesterday.
Did he?
Did he? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
he seems to have a power break.
I mean, the big lad, what's he called? Thorpe.
Oh, Daniel Thorpe.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
he's got a thumping break.
Quite old, for sure.
The young junior kid that won the stats, Jaden D'Amica, hits them hard as well.
Well, he's a big lad, though,
Yeah,
isn't
he's a big lad.
he? And the lad from NT, Northern Territory, who's playing in your men's
Chris
team.
Anstey. Yeah.
Beagley, is it called?
Beagley, sorry.
Beagley,
What
yeah,
am I
he's
saying,
a-
Anstey?
He's got a good break
He's
as
a
well.
basketball player.
Is he?
Chris Anstey was.
All right.
Sorry. Played for the Melbourne Tigers. No, Chris Beagley's great player.
Yeah, he is a good player.
Look, I think just with our tables being a little bit bigger, you really have to hit the ball. That's a great shot from Paul. You really have to hit the ball just that little bit harder, a little bit bigger table. So all the young lads, the rules have changed so much over the years, Steve. When I first started playing, you could run up and touch the damn things.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so
The old rules.
yeah, then they changed it to 3 balls. We played what they call the suck back break. We
Yeah.
suck back to the top cushion and get 3 balls to hit a cushion and hopefully not leave too much. And then now that you've got to whack them, well, the old fellas have got a disadvantage because we've never really had the option of doing that. And these young guys have done it from the time they were born. So,
I think that's why David never pots anything. Because he's getting on a bit now, isn't he?
Just a bit.
we had that conversation yesterday.
Yeah.
Actually. It's amazing how things keep on repeating themselves. So Paul's decided to to draw back.
Not for me, I think I'd have had a go.
I think he needed to have a go too. I think playing Gavin, you just
Yeah, you've got to take your chances
you got to
when
take
you're in.
it. Yep.
Stevie, you get a hello from Ryan Milkyshaw from Channel Islands,
All right.
who obviously knows Paul
right.
Clack well because he came to Australia for the European Lions Tour 2 years ago, didn't he?
Okay.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Clacky's only been back in the game a couple of years. He's had 2 children, Toby 12 and
Is he the young lad who's prospect, mate?
they say, look, I live in a different state. I haven't seen much of him. I just hear he's fantastic. Really nice kid. And if he's got Paul's temperament,
Yeah.
then he'll be very good because Clacky doesn't seem to get fazed by too much. It's
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about
yeah.
Toby.
No, he sounds fantastic. So 12 years old, they reckon can pot out from anywhere.
Right.
Yeah, and like I said, if he's got his father's temperament, he'll be pretty good on the table.
Yeah.
Such an important part of our game, being able to hold yourself together, not get
Yeah.
too upset by what happens. You can always tell the great players are normally able to keep their cool, doesn't matter what happens out there. But yes, the kid, young Toby, sounds like he's a
Yeah.
real prospect.
You've got a couple over there, haven't you? You've got him, and then you've got young Isabella.
Isabella, gee, how could she? She made the Australian Open side this year.
Yeah, I know she did.
Yeah, Australian Women's Open side. And I think he's gone in off there. Well, Clacky, this is your opportunity.
I think Gavin's played the tactical foul there.
No, I think...
He thought he's now going to clear up if I put the white in the bag.
He's that good, he doesn't even know when he does a tactical shot.
Yes, I was stupid enough to actually half believe you for a second. Goodness me, we Australians must be gullible. There's not too much hard here, is there? All the balls are on besides one. You can either bring it out with one of the others or just knock it out with one of the shots at some stage or another.
I think
Black's out.
I think get that ball out as soon as you can, where you've
agree.
still got options.
Yeah. Put one of these in the middle,
Yeah.
come down here, knock
in
it
it,
out near
yeah.
the centre pocket, stay on the one
Definitely.
over the hole.
Yeah. He definitely needs to attack it sooner rather than later.
Here he goes, he's
has
knocked
done.
it out
He's
for
had
a
a go.
shot.
Good
That's
shot.
a great shot. Really good shot.
Yep. And that's the difference with these, isn't it? They'll attack that bad ball right away.
Keep your 2 shots if you can.
Yeah.
Ball in the corner, back up for the one up the top, near the
In the
centre.
middle, yeah.
Yep.
Then play the plant.
Then just play the ball on. Yep. I think he's just he's digging. Yeah, no, he's playing our shot, I think. He did, yeah.
Isabella to Giorgio, Australia.
It's not bad.
He's good here now.
Yeah.
Should be 1-0. Gavin's tactic didn't work, Mick.
Yes, no, I didn't actually think the deliberate foul was the best of shots. I think he'd be a bit upset that he went past that red. I think he was just trying to knock it up over the hole, but missed it by a fair distance. That may have something to do with sleep deprivation, do you think?
It's not enough alcohol this morning, mate.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they wouldn't serve him in the breakfast room.
He was gutted the bar didn't open until 10 o'clock then, is that it?
Clecky's just knocked that yellow a little bit safe, so he's ended up making this harder than it should have been, Steve.
Struggling now, I think.
Yeah.
It's pretty tight, that.
Yeah, it's pretty, not only that, it's just a little bit careless.
Yeah. It wasn't the best shot, that.
No. That's a great shot. How'd he go? I think he's going to be on this.
Yeah, he's just about all right, I think.
I think he's all right. But the last thing he wanted to be doing is going into balls or anything, isn't it?
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, he's on it.
It's fine, yeah. The shot before, weren't it? Which was the bad shot.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty good shot. I thought,
cut, yeah.
Yeah, the ball onto the ball was the bad shot because he lost the yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1-0.
In the end, did the job. We'll see if they can break any better.
Have you an idea of any of the other draws for this round, David?
No, I haven't looked actually. I'll get it on the on my phone and have a look. See if there's any tasty draws on here. This one's pretty tasty already. But let's have a look. So men's. Well, Ryan thinks that Gavin's going to win this one 7-4.
Ryan.
I think it's going to be closer than that,
Ryan
to be honest. Ryan Shaw from Channel Islands,
Gotcha.
who won the European Under-23 Championships, must be 3 years ago, I think, now.
Okay.
I wanted
Beating
to say
Giuseppe in the final.
congratulations to Ryan. He's just got engaged, hasn't he?
He has, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a little bit better break. Still, oh yes, got a yellow at the last second. And looks like he's on everything, Steve.
He's definitely on the red.
Safety break.
He's certainly
Look
on
at
the
that.
red. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a little bit disappointing, isn't it, when you pot a ball and you end up in that situation? Not too many easy safeties here.
No.
Depends on how close he is to that cushion, whether he can just touch the red and move an inch, but then he leaves him on the one in the middle anyway.
Yeah, he's...
No reds potted, so he nominates reds and it's still open table when he doesn't pot one.
I think that's the only shot he's got from there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just got to get the white back on the cushion.
Yeah.
The games that stand out to me are Darren Matthew versus Carl Sutton.
Right.
There's Josh Kane versus Mick Hill. That should be a good one.
Yeah.
Robert Brady versus Phil Harrison.
Be a good match.
Lee Kendall versus Stephen Dempsey. These have all started, so we'll give you guys updates as we go along.
Right.
They're the standouts of the first session. Let's have a look at the second session.
So he's obviously nominated red, Stephen.
Yeah. He's going to have to play your shot for me.
Yeah.
He's just going to
He's
have to
going
try
the
and
other
hide
way.
in the corner.
Oh, he's actually gone for the pot. That's great.
Oh,
shot,
that's
Paul.
a great shot.
Well, there you go.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's the ability of
Done
the
well
man. He
from
can
that.
play. Now, I know that
I think he might even have the angle to go into the yellow.
I was thinking
next to
pop the red up the top,
Yeah,
hit the yellow.
yeah, he's good to go, isn't he?
I was going to say the great players I've seen here in the past, certainly the ones that know these tables well enough, are just out all day here.
For me, the two standout matches in the second session for the last 64 is Danny Davies versus Tom Cousins and Callum Singleton versus Ryan Pisani.
Right,
There
yeah.
you go.
Should be great matches.
Yeah. How old would Tom be these days?
Not sure. I think he's mid to late 20s, isn't he?
Yeah.
Tom?
Yeah, it must be. It's
My son played him here
Yeah, he did.
Many,
yeah, I
many
remember
years
that,
ago.
Yeah.
many years ago. Big money match. It ended up 15-14 or something like that for a reasonable amount of whatever it was. Went over a couple of days.
I think they're very like me. Them
Are they?
two players.
Yeah.
I do.
Like to attack the
But
balls.
yeah, they do.
And
Both of them. They
yeah.
play roughly the same sort of game.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not just saying it because you're here. I said it on the stream the other day. Your son is the best Australian I've ever seen on our tables.
Well, it's a pretty good compliment, mate.
I think he's a great player. He really is. Last year, when you were lucky enough to beat us in the semi-final, he was the main player. I'm only joking.
No, look,
I'm only kidding.
Mate,
you well deserved to.
Any time, yeah, and I believe we certainly
You
were
did
well
deserve to
deserved,
win,
but
yeah.
You have to have your fair share.
Yeah.
Really, to win anything like that.
You played well.
Yeah, but yeah, James.
Your lad were awesome.
Yeah, James was pretty good last year. He hasn't hardly picked up a cue this year, mate. He's got a 4-month-old little boy, Jacob.
Missed nothing, did he, in that
No,
semi-final?
he didn't miss anything. And the final, he was the same in the final. Yeah, you have your days, don't you? It doesn't always happen.
He obviously had to.
Yeah.
He played well all the way through, though.
Yeah.
When I saw him in the group stages, he played well. He just plays like Tom Cousins.
Does he?
Yeah, he's exactly the same sort of
okay.
player. You know, big break and
Pots
attacks
out
right away.
yeah.
It's a good player.
Yeah. You know, he played very well the whole tournament. I think he won the stats last year, but he played Chipperfield in the about last 16 or something.
Chipperfield just blew him away.
Yeah, blew him away, blew everybody away.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I saw him win one match in about 25 minutes
Mate,
last
this
year.
was 2-2, I think, or maybe 3-2 down, and I walked in the room. I just had that. I thought I'd better come get and watch him, and it was 8-3. 17 minutes later, it was just he just went game after game after game. So can Clacky get out here? You get down on this bottom red and play it off the yellow at some stage.
Gavin weren't hanging around there. He just
He was on as well.
He opened up both balls right
Yeah.
away. He's struggling a bit down this end though. It's, I mean, if it's touching the yellow, he's going to struggle.
Well,
you know, the red touching the yellow.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking if he can pop
Get
this
on the
red
bottom rail.
Well, I'd be screwing right back down for this
Yeah,
one.
foot down on
Play
the
it off
bottom
to
rail.
yellow.
Yeah.
Claggy's going to put this over the hole, I'd say. But then Gavin's only going to get his bad ball out again,
Yeah.
isn't he? So.
Yeah.
We've got some ladies' masters going on at the same time, and so far it's been a good day for the Aussie girls because Taylor Mayer won 5-0 and Lyndall won 5-1. And probably the most stunning result in the first session is Kat Jones beating Emma Cunningham 5-1.
I knew that was the draw because Taylor Mayer told me earlier last night. Taylor's not lucky enough, but beat Emma in the
world singles. Yeah,
and she said just for the thrill of it, she'd love to play her again. Well, she's got through herself, but
unfortunately, Emma didn't. So she'll have to wait for another year for that.
Yeah, or or fortunately, you tend to want to play the better players, but sometimes you just like to win.
And now you've got a few other Australian girls playing. You've got Isabella De Giorgio, who beat Katie Martin last night, 5-4 from 4-2 down.
Did she? I knew she was 4-2 down.
She won 5-4. And you've got Sharon Brown playing as well.
Beating Katie Martin, that's huge, isn't it?
Yeah, Kate. I think Kate is still in the singles.
Yeah, she's in the semi-finals of the ladies singles. That's because Isabella didn't play in the ladies singles because she played in the juniors instead.
She wasn't. Yeah, she made, like I said, she made the Australian Open team. Women's Open team. But she, if you choose to come here and play in the Open when you're a junior, you can no longer play
in the juniors
in Australia.
Absolutely.
So you can't go back home and play next year's under 18s. Right, and
she's got time on her hands anyway, hasn't she?
Yeah, I wish I had that much time.
But it's nice for her that she can play in the ladies' masters because now she can really pit herself against the best, and so far she has, and she's come up top.
Yeah.
I think Gavin's decided here the best way to win is just keep giving fouls away.
Yeah, intentional again.
He's done it again.
Yeah, no, he's just clipped the red as he was playing that yellow. I did notice that.
Do you reckon he's hoping that Clacky pots his last ball in black at the same time?
No, I think he's hoping that Clacky doesn't get back to the doesn't clear up here.
I just don't think Gav's got a clue what's going on.
I did that yesterday after the night before. I turned up from a match yesterday and was really looking forward to it. Head was.
Had you had a drink after you won?
I'd
Friday?
had one or two.
Yeah.
And I turned up the next morning. Like I said, my head was fine. I left my arms in the room. So Clacky's gone for the double. And got it.
Shot, yeah. Well,
It's not the shot I would have played. I think I would have been just getting the bad one out down here with two shots.
He's going to have to pot this in the middle, and then
very much so.
I think he's going to have to play the developing shot down
correct.
here.
But like I said, I think I would have played this one first.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, rather than go for that double. The double doesn't go in.
Yeah.
Then you've only got one shot left, and you're not going game. But now you're right. You've just got to pot this red in the middle.
Yeah.
Waste one down here. Make certain he's on the one on the bottom cushion.
Yeah.
2 shots. This isn't a hard out from here. Should finish it. Especially if the yellow that's behind the red here isn't hitting the jaw and coming back onto it. All you got to do is hit it, knock the yellow out of the way. He's played it exactly as you said, Steve. Just potted it in.
Yeah. And then just play the developing shot down
Yes,
here.
just whether the yellow's going to hit the jaw and come back onto the red. If it's not, it's very easy.
Yeah.
He's playing it pretty quickly.
Got to play it with pace, I think. Get the yellow out the way.
See what I said?
Yeah.
It was
exactly.
whether it was hitting the jaw or not. He
I'd have
thought
been
it
playing it full ball, me,
Yeah.
and getting it out of there.
certainly would have been hitting it harder than that.
Yeah,
stunning it a little bit to
Yeah.
make certain you stayed on the red.
But
I
no.
think he's probably all right. I think the
Yeah.
red might still go off the cushion off the yellow.
No, I think it's too tight, mate.
You think it's a bit tight?
Yeah.
Well, he has to pop this and screw. See, he's not playing a double, surely.
I think he needs to drop the other one in.
That's what I did.
And then,
raise double
play
this.
this.
Yeah,
No.
play the double then. I don't think this is the right time for this shot.
He's just playing safety.
It's not a bad shot.
Not a bad
that,
shout.
actually. Because if he's snookered him on the balls at the
Yeah,
other
it's a
side,
clever
it's
shot.
not too bad.
Clever shot.
I think he might just be able to clip the one in the middle. But
Can he just get in behind this one? Can he just stick off the one he's right next to and keep him off the one on the bottom cushion?
no, it's pretty tight.
Pretty tight, isn't he? Yeah. Well, it's a good thought.
Do you remember Gavin from Albury, Mick?
Look, I do. Yeah, I will say that when you're in a pool tournament, it's very hard to spend a lot of time watching other people, if you know what I mean. And the English Lions were there, and there were some great tests, wasn't there? You played 5 and ended up winning.
Did well, yeah.
You lose at 3-2 or win at 3-2?
We lost, mate.
Yeah, okay. I knew that, actually.
We were doing well. We were 2-0 up, and then
Great shot, Paul Clack.
Good shot.
Great shot.
We were doing well, and
Yeah,
then
you're 2-0 up and lost the last 3.
yeah,
Yeah.
we went on tighter tables, I would have said, and
Yeah, okay.
we struggled.
Yeah, we have it's great shooting from Clacky.
Yeah, good shot.
Well, that safety shot he played paid off.
Yeah, he did well though.
Yep.
And Gavin were unlucky though. Not
Yeah,
to
very
pot
much
the-
so. I thought
not
he
to
potted
pot
the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the
European lines.
yeah, the good matches.
Are you on about the tables?
Oh yeah, the tables. That's what
It's
it
the
was.
true line.
Yeah, look, we have
All-Star ones.
a sponsorship deal in Australia, which is great, and we make good money out of it. But we have to use 4 of their tables each year, and for some reason or other, cut seems just to be a bit different, a bit tighter, and
Is that the true line one?
yeah, and it is.
It's pretty tight, isn't it?
Yeah, and they're lovely tables and all the rest, but they do play differently to the ones that we seem to, the other ones in the room. So we're playing on a little bit different tables. It's a real problem,
Yeah.
especially a national title. And, I don't want to say anything bad. They're great tables.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful tables.
Yeah.
They're just a little bit tighter than the one. I don't think they're all cut to the Australian template. It's just how the drop on the pocket's set.
Yeah.
And
They just seem to play
yeah, they're tough.
tighter.
There's
I
no
think.
question they're tougher.
I mean, the only one who I ever saw potting them regular were Rusty, and he was just smashing them in from all over the show,
Yeah.
as he does.
Yes, well, he's a sick human being. He has that capability. Is Paul going to try and knock the black and the red open here? It's pretty risky. All those yellows will be open then.
Yeah.
And as we've seen, hasn't attacked too much. He's been happy to play the game, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Just pop this one in the middle.
Sure. Well, Paul played against us in Albury, so I remember him from there.
Yeah.
Because, like you say, he'd had a bit of a gap, hadn't he?
He'd had nearly
so
10
that
years.
was the first
Yeah.
time I'd seen Paul.
Hadn't played 2007 maybe. 2007 he played. He was captain of Victoria, and if he ever watches this, I'll give him a hard time. South Australia, the team I played for, happened to beat them in the national teams final.
It's funny, I can always remember stuff like that.
He's had a little bit He's just kissed off, got the other red out and went in off it.
Yeah, he's a bit unlucky there.
Well, I don't know whether he's attacking or not, but if he potted the ball, I'm sure he wouldn't have gone in off. So, but yes, he certainly played in that final, and then we didn't see him for a number of years. Like I said, he's had a couple of younger, brought up his family. He's done a bit of travelling with work.
Right.
Been over in my state, working up in the Iron Curtain, Whyalla Barossa way, and Whyalla and Port Augusta way, and then
We had a great time with the Lions.
Great shot.
One of the best experiences
Yeah.
of my life. The two times I've been over there, absolutely brilliant.
how good was that Albury club?
Oh, it's awesome, isn't it?
It was unbelievable.
Awesome venue.
Unbelievable. And they have an all-you-can-eat, Dave, and for a fellow like me...
I did enjoy the all-you-can-eat
Oh,
there
you
as
were
well,
there
to
as
be
well,
fair.
of
Yeah,
course you were. Sorry,
absolutely.
Dave, I do
You're surrounded by them.
Yeah,
Oh.
Gavin stayed in there for 3 days.
Yeah.
Oh, you can eat for 3
Oh,
days.
for 3 days. And from Monday to Thursday lunchtime, it was half price.
Yeah.
$9
Well,
for
great shot,
for one of the great smorgasbords you've ever eaten.
But it did take me a whole day to work out how to open those ketchup packets. Because you have to squeeze them, don't you? And we couldn't work
just
out how to
squeeze
do
them.
it.
Yeah.
Tomato
Yeah.
Do you remember
ketchup.
that? Do you remember those ketchup packets?
Tomato ketchup,
Yeah.
David.
No,
Merci, Jackie
what
and
a
Michel.
great shot. What a great shot.
Oh, bless.
Now, you guys have all that rubbish on your chips and all the rest. We're happy with salt, bit of gravy.
Hey, Rude.
Yeah, don't
I bet you
worry.
don't even like chips and gravy, do you, Mick?
Chips
Like
and gravy.
Love chips and gravy. But I don't need sauce on the damn things.
I
Well,
get a load of
ketchup.
stick from the London lads. Chips, peas and gravy, Jack Purple.
Mushy peas.
Oh, he goes mad.
I don't have I think we just about invented the bloody, what do you call it, the pie floater?
I don't know what that is.
Don't tell more lies. We had a little pie cart out the front of the railway station in Adelaide for about 40 years. And you get there and you get this big bowl with a pie in it and pea soup.
Oh,
It looked... I can say I've honestly had about one mouthful. Not my cup of tea.
Oh, great shot.
Nice.
taking these out well as Gavin.
I played this beautifully.
Yeah, so he were in
Yeah.
he played a really good developing shot
Yeah.
earlier in the frame.
And then he played the ball off the one that was close to this hole, which
Yeah.
I thought was really risky. I thought he just used 2 shots on it, and he played it like it was...
Seems to be waking up a bit now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, he's probably on his 4th pint.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to say anything.
I think if the camera panned onto Gavin, his hand would be full.
Has he not got a bottle of water by his side then?
Might have a bit of both, I think.
No, I walked in with him. It's definitely a pint. We had a good crack with Gavin in Albury because he, he was voted the best looking lad in the pool room.
Oh,
Justin Sage was very depressed.
yeah. Justin's won it about 8 years in a row.
Yeah, he has,
He's
yeah.
a pest.
I think
We-
Gavin voted himself.
Can you imagine...
There's only one vote, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Can you imagine... Well, we're sitting at presentation night every damn year, and I'm involved with the women, of course, because my wife's played most of those years. And every year they come up with this piece of paper, they hand in the piece. I go, what are you doing? They go, same as last year. I said, oh, right, you're giving Justin Sage the best looking man in the room again. It's just been so boring for so long, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's just a shame
Is
when
is that why we had to leave before presentation night? So
he
Justin
just
could
gets
win
so
again?
put out, Justin. I feel sorry for the lad when
yeah.
Gav's around. Because, I mean, plus he's got his guns, hasn't he? You know, he's got bigger muscles than anybody else in the room.
I don't feel sorry for the bugger at all. Okay? I've seen him in action for a long time, okay?
Who, Justin?
Yeah, if he needs feeling sorry for,
Oh, I know,
then
yeah.
the rest of us are in real strife.
Yeah.
So dry break again from Clacky. The Reds look great, but nothing. He can pot the one down the bottom left, but he doesn't get to stay on anything easy. Right, it's hard work getting position.
It's
off it.
hard to get out of
Yeah.
it.
If it's just off straight, maybe he can top it and get back on the one up the other end over the hole. No.
I'm just surprised he didn't knock the white in again.
Wait one
Intentional
shot.
foul.
He will do, don't worry. Because surely he's looking at it, there's too much work to do. Let's just put the white in and see what Clacky
Sure,
can
what
do.
he's going to do.
I've got no idea what he's going to do here.
I don't think any of us ever do with Gavin, do they?
Is he that different, is he?
Steve, you've managed him for 7 years now.
Yeah, he's a brilliant player, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
Oh, good shot, Gav. Have you ever seen the trick shot he does, Mick?
Can't say that I have.
What he does is he knocks the ball down the table and then puts the cue behind his back and smashes it in.
As it's
Oh,
going.
yes, I remember that one.
No, it's not. Yeah, what he does, Mick, he sends the ball going down the table.
Yep.
Puts the cue, this on a snooker table, flicks the cue round his back and smashes it in.
I just
Smashes
miscued
the
it every
white
time.
into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he pots the ball
Amazing.
in the corner.
While
back.
it's still moving.
Yeah, while it's still moving. I've seen him do it. So
yeah,
many
I've seen a
times.
few people do it, but it's ridiculously stupid.
Well, he reckons he gets it.
But
Like
he can't do it when he's sober, though. Have you noticed that?
No, he'll be fine today.
He might do it at the
From
end
the
of this
way
match
you
for
guys
us.
are talking, he'd be fine all the time. Now, it's nothing personal, Gavin. I'm not saying anything about you at all, mate. It's these guys.
Yeah, he's led astray by his roommate, I
Yeah.
think. That's who I blame it on.
Yeah. Well, I know you've been in charge of those guys for how many years was it?
This is my 7th year. This.
So I reckon you may have something to do with that, okay?
I love Gavin to bits.
Yeah, there you go.
He's a
So
great
you can't plead ignorance, mate.
Do you put him in the team as a mascot then?
one. I don't know why I put him in the team. No,
Well, you
he's
can
a-
obviously play a little.
Oh,
Because he keeps buying you
he's
some
good.
drinks.
The main thing is his lagging. You
So
know, get him in for lagging value.
Is that why you put him on first every time, just for the lagging value?
It's just
value?
comedy, isn't it? Put him on first, and we just all have a laugh at him.
We're the same with sorry.
Yeah, you might need the microphone for this one, Mick.
Yeah, we put him on because he's lucky if he can hit. I mean, he's yet to grasp that he's got to go up and down twice. You know, normally he just puts it on like behind where you'd rack up.
We put Stevie Gray in the Masters.
Is he
Just
not
told
that
him
good either?
right from the start. He's hilarious. He can be fantastic, or he can just be. And he's quite often in the same state that you're talking about, Gavin.
Yeah.
So yes, there can be some funny things happen. There's off the blacks. Great shot.
Great shot.
Great shot. Could have been a bit luckier.
I think he's struggling here.
He's got
He's
a lot of
gonna-
work to do here, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got
Two
a
yellows
double.
on the left-hand side at the moment
Yeah.
aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, I think he needs to find cover pretty quickly.
Well, he's going to try and get a yellow, I'd suggest, in front of the red and the black.
Yeah, he needs to. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Double this one up there
Yeah,
is one
maybe.
option, or just cut the other one past it up there.
Yeah, I think I'd be taking the one a bit higher up and
Yeah,
cutting
just
that
cutting it
across.
over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it won't go in off, and at least it's a spoiling ball anyway.
The
To
last,
maybe get it in
Yeah.
next time.
the last thing you want to do is play the double and not get it close, and then all the open up that black and the red.
playing
That's all.
your shot, mate.
He's playing it. He might just be playing it up the other end and covering that red. He's had a go. It's a great pot.
Was a good part, yeah. Like to see him do that on a true line, Mick.
Goodness me, yes. No, that would be one great shot.
That'd be
Yeah.
one not happening shot.
Yeah, no, it couldn't happen.
That didn't look on that shot, to be honest, did it?
No, but he's
Look at this now.
interesting situation where he's just from nowhere he's decided to attack the
Yeah.
things. He's been pretty.
Yeah, he's been
It's-
covering.
Yeah, he's been covering.
Seems the wrong time to go for it, though.
Well, it depends whether that red up the other end next to the yellow is on.
But then you got the black as well. So there's
The
a lot of
black-
there are a
the
lot
red-
of question marks
Yeah,
on
the
this
red
clearance.
can go onto the black and pop the other red up the rail there. So now that's something we didn't know. He obviously had two shots.
Two shots, yeah. Where did that come
Goodness
from?
me,
That's
sorry about that, viewers.
Gav did another.
Yeah,
Deliberate
intentional
foul,
foul.
yeah.
Yeah, we obviously missed that intention. Maybe he actually did do it on purpose.
Does it all the time. Does it all the time.
There you go. Now, if that red's on,
Which it looks on.
yeah,
The
it
overhead
does.
camera might give us a better idea.
Yeah, the this
He might stick on the black though and not leave the other red. You know, are you on about playing off the first red?
yeah. Look, I
To make
think
the
it's a
plan.
bit adventurous, but
Yeah, if it's on, it might be worth going for.
yeah, just double
See
the
if
other
he's
one
stick-
out of there. Just as long as you stick on the right hand side of
Yeah.
it, so you stay on. No, he's played the negative shot,
Yeah.
which is. Don't know if it's a great shot, Steve. He's left him. Double kiss has brought the white out. He can cut that yellow back in over the hole there.
Yeah,
can't
that's
he?
what he should be looking
Yeah.
at now. Just get that yellow, get that ball in the mix.
Right in front of
definitely.
it. Yep.
Yeah, Gavin played that one a little bit too quick in the end, didn't he?
Yeah, just got the double kiss and brought the white out a bit.
Yeah, good shot.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Well, it sort of created a...
Feeling that'll be going in shortly, though.
Yeah.
You know, he'll be getting rid of that. It is. I don't really think it comes out, so I think he's no option. But
We could-
yeah,
I'm not sure it does pot though, because it might actually.
Yeah, he could
It's
bring
difficult to
the red on the lower side of the black, this one
yeah,
down this
and
end
maybe
of it.
try and get that behind.
Well, just bring it back out to the middle, to the browns,
Well, it
the
goes
equivalent of the
behind the
brown stripe
yellow.
up there. I reckon it goes in behind the yellow
Yeah.
at some stage.
Yeah, it's a bit deceptive from here, though, isn't it?
Yeah, depends if the white can go up on the inside.
Oh, it's tight.
Yeah,
I think you're right, though. I think
Yeah.
it does go in. I think if you got it where you said, I think it would.
yeah. Just got to
would
be
bring
careful
by.
whether or not he leaves Paul up inside the black to hit the yellow.
Yeah. The-
He
Well,
did.
he's just
Well,
not
he's done
too-
exactly what you said he'd do.
It's a good 2-in-1 shot, that one.
Yeah, it's a pretty
yeah,
good shot.
It is good because he's not
Pretty
left.
good
He's
shot.
not left him on the one on the bottom rail,
No.
and he's left him nothing. To be honest,
He might
Yeah.
not even be able to see that one on the left.
No.
No, he might be touching the black.
I don't think he can. He's played it well though.
So can Paul extract that one down the bottom near the red? Cushion and ball same time. Will it come out?
Yeah, it's bad queuing though, isn't it? You know,
Tough
from where he
queuing.
is,
Tough
yeah.
queuing. Yeah. I hope it's not bad queuing. I hope it's.
No, you know what I mean.
That's what he's looking at, I think.
Yeah, tricky Chinese shot here.
Yeah, I'd been nowhere near this if it were me.
See, what I'm saying is, we could play it in there.
In the bottom left-hand pocket.
Just whack it. Get
Yes.
down.
Just
Right.
give
The
it a
yellow.
point, yeah.
Sorry. I do apologise.
I think that's the only
play the
way it's
yellow.
got, to be
Whack the
honest.
yellow out. That's near the red here.
Yeah.
The other yellow up the other end on the cushion does go inside the black.
Oh, what a shot.
Oh, well, I think
Deliberately
that's-
followed.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
I think.
it's unlucky there.
Well, not really. That's
It's fine.
fantastic.
It's fine
Yeah.
because he's still got he's on the yellow at the other end. Yeah.
I think he.
But he wanted to
Yeah, I
drop
know
the
what
one
you
in the
mean.
middle back,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I reckon
yeah.
that yellow at the top might just squeeze past the red near the
Yeah,
back.
no,
I
it
mean, I'll be
probably
honest,
does.
I think
But
he- I
that's
think
a
he
better
could-
result.
Yeah, I think he had
He's got a
a.
double here.
Yeah, he needs to get the white ball out of there. He needs to get the white ball back down towards this one in the middle.
Yeah, and at least
If he
leave
plays
that
it,
one on.
That's a very good shot.
Yeah, it is. He's
It's,
played that
um,
one, I think.
The whole
Unless it goes in.
well, the whole object of that shot was to make certain you had a shot on something next.
Absolutely.
And he played for the ball in the middle, which was
Yeah.
very good thinking.
He's played a good shot.
Yeah, he played a great shot. To be fair, he probably got a bit lucky in potting the ball, the first ball, when he just tried to knock it out. But
You make your own luck, don't you?
Oh,
No.
just moved a bit on that shot there. It's a bit
yeah, he certainly
unfortunate.
moved on it. And
Mainly because he is jacking up on it
yeah,
slightly,
look at
wasn't
it. When you're under pressure, your natural instinct comes in. Australians, we play to the top. We play over the pocket.
Yeah.
Right, we play that. There's a little bit piece of wood in the top part of that jaw on these tables
Yeah.
of yours, and it just we miss consistently in those centre pockets. Now, people would say, just aim for the middle of the pocket, you idiot. Which is probably, but under the whip, you do what's natural to you. I'm not trying to make a little excuse for him, but he played it so well. He should have gone game, I think, Stevie.
Yeah.
And he'll probably regret that. 3-2 down. With Gavin to come back in. Gavin would be counting his lucky stars, wouldn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Ball in the middle, screw back. Ball in the corner, screw back.
He might.
Yeah, he did not quite straight enough, I think. He's just
Yeah, to
losing the
tear
wide a
this
little
one
bit.
down, eh?
Yeah. Played that well. Just screw back to where he is now.
As much as I say stuff about Gav, he's got a great cue action.
Yeah.
You know, it's his snooker background.
Yeah.
I said he's made 147 breaks in snooker, so you've got to go have a good cue action for
In
that. haven't you?
competition.
Yeah, a 1, 4, and a 7. I think he got.
Poor Gavin's not going to get many compliments out of his team
1-4.
manager
Get
here, is he?
nothing out of me.
Mate, as I say to people, you get what you deserve, mate.
I've never seen Steve so desperate to commentate once he heard that Gavin was on the live stream.
He's my friend, isn't he? I wanted to give the lad a bit of encouragement.
He jumped off that sofa quicker than I've ever
Oh,
seen
we're
him.
off, yeah. Up and running. Gavin's great to be around, you know. Throughout the 12 days we're here, just Gavin's very amusing.
He is, isn't he? He's good
Yeah.
value for money at the bar.
Yeah, he is. He's very good. And
So 3-2 for Gavin now, and he's got the break, so this is a chance for him to start pulling away. But the breaks haven't been fantastic so far. again. Looks like a dry break.
And they didn't really move, did they? The cluster in
No.
the middle. So maybe they're just holding together a little bit. You really do have to get them pretty tight. Then they'll move pretty well for you.
Well, you should be making sure, shouldn't you? Because they're racking up their own balls.
That's it. But I suggest, as if Gavin is, as you have said, his care factor may be a little bit numb. Is that the word?
No, that's Gavin. No.
Yeah, well, that was what I was talking about. I understand where he's coming from.
Yeah, he's a bit numb, to be fair.
Pretty good shot from Paul. He's come
He's
back
away,
just come back from this ball and back for the ball in the middle. It's on the blue spot. It's just gone a bit far.
I don't know whether you missed that, lads, but Mr. Hardwood, I think, is sorting us out with some lunch.
Some pork pies there coming in.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yes, he was demonstrating his eating habits, wasn't he? I don't think he was being very nice about it either. Yes, Paul's probably stopped himself from being able to go game here. He's
Yeah, I don't think these plant, do they?
no, he would have liked to have been on the yellow in the middle. Then he could have followed through and played one of the yellows down here off those two, just to open them up a little. But I think that option's passed. May just have to play a safety.
Yeah, he's been doing that quite a bit. I think
Yeah.
he's been holding back, Paul.
Yeah, couple of options. He could just hit it, could come off the cushion with a little bit of right-hand side and hit the bottom one.
Yeah.
Try and get a snooker. He's just promoted them.
Yeah, he's done well to keep that out because
Yeah.
that could have easier drifted in that.
Yeah.
But all the reds do go here. So Gavin has got a chance.
Gav will be having a go.
The red by the black will definitely go into the top left-hand pocket, but
Yeah,
whether it goes in the middle, that makes it even easier.
He'll be playing the red, and he'll be playing the red near the. I'd suggest near the yellow in the middle of the table first, in the centre.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah,
And just drift down. He'll
yeah,
get rid of the two at the bottom end and then work his way back up.
yeah. As you say, Dave, the red next to the black does go up the top. He might find a way at some stage to get an angle from one of the others just to nudge it out.
Now at the moment, Josh Kane is 2-all against Mick Hill,
Okay.
and Carl Sutton 2-1 up against Darren Matthew. Dave Fernandez is back on the table as well, who's in the semi-finals of the singles. He's currently
Yep.
2-all against Ryan Milson.
Right.
Just overhit that. Thought he was
And-
playing one of those intentional fouls again, Steve.
Yeah, he's having another go. He's
Sorry, Dave.
And Steve John Rose 2-all against Tristan Byrne, which is Manny Byrne's son, isn't he?
it's his brother.
Oh, is it his brother,
You
is
know
it?
it's his
Okay.
brother.
You guys having a private joke here again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he was saying he's his son. It's like, no, it's his brother. So Manny was over the moon with that
Beautiful.
compliment.
Okay, so well, Clacky's chance here.
Yeah.
Certainly, the way these balls are, it's only the black ball that needs to be worked for. These are pretty
Yeah.
simple. Other than that,
Yeah. He didn't want that, I don't think.
no, he didn't. But it's not bad, is it?
No, it's still fine.
Yeah,
Can you see that yellow in the middle?
you can.
Not sure where the black goes.
Yeah.
I think he's left with a similar shot to what Gavin had a few
the top.
frames ago. Yeah.
Black
Yeah.
only goes in the
He's
top
got
right
the-
at the moment.
Look, it might
I think it
also
goes in the
go in
middle
the
as
right
well.
middle.
Yeah, it does.
Might go in the right middle.
Oh, he's homed it up.
Oh, he's played a great shot.
Yeah.
Goes in all of them now.
Yeah, it goes everywhere.
gonna-
middle left, it doesn't go.
He's going to be running away, though.
That's the only problem
Think of
here.
it.
Yeah,
He's going to have to go up and down. I
go
think.
up and down. Well, he has to. Yellow doesn't go in the corner pocket, so he has to go up and down.
Or screw across.
Yeah, well, that's what he did, which is a very good shot in the end. We struggle a little bit with the timing on these tables, just because they're a little bit smaller. We're going a foot longer up and down our tables. So it's a pretty good shot he played. Didn't travel too far.
Like I say, I watched the other Australia. I commented on Chris's game yesterday, and
Chris Beagley.
he's playing miles better.
Yeah.
Yesterday,
Yeah.
played really well yesterday.
Look, without making excuses, it is hard for us for the first few days. We get here
I
and
accept that. Yeah.
straight up out we get to play a match, and we're playing on this thing that's a foot shorter than ours.
Yeah.
So you play a ball into the corner pocket that's just natural to come over the other side, and the centre pocket's where 6 inches up from our centre pocket, so we're going in off things and just playing terrible shots. and under pressure, your natural instincts take over. So
Yeah.
it does take a little bit of getting used to. But the boys have had a fair few hits on them now. So
Yeah,
hopefully our second half, we're still alive in the teams.
You've got a chance of qualifying.
Yeah, we qualify. We could be dangerous.
Yeah, you've definitely got a good chance of qualifying. I was looking at the table this morning. You've got a good chance.
Yeah. And the boys always try hard. They don't never give up.
They're great lads.
Yeah, good lads.
To be honest.
Yeah,
It's been a pleasure to be around them this week.
yeah. Like last year's team won it and didn't come back, and everybody goes, well, the team won't be as good this year and all the rest of it. But, gee, I watched them against Ireland that first match. Just could leave. Thrill. Got a bit lucky not to going off. But, I watched them against Ireland. They beat Ireland the first match, and I thought, gee, they look all right.
That Irish team's not a bad side.
No.
That's a very good result, that.
Yeah, they got better as they went on, the Irish, but they were a bit nervy the first match as well. But I was really impressed with the look of our guys, most of them who haven't been here before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but for missing Carl and Stephen, it's a very good Irish side.
Yeah, very good Irish side, yeah. So, might have left him on that red in the middle? He's going for the yellow, is he?
Yeah, he's got the yellow in the middle, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks in the men's section that 4 teams have already pretty much qualified, which is England, Scotland, India and Ireland. And then the last 2 places are being fought out by Northern Ireland, Malta, Australia and Wales. So it should be a good day on Monday.
I don't know exactly who we
Wales
play.
have got a game in hand, haven't they?
Yeah, Wales have played 6 and won 3. Australia and Malta have both played 7 and won 3.
Right.
And Northern Ireland have played 8 and won 4. So it's very close.
Okay.
The only 2 teams that can't qualify are Morocco, who won it 3 years ago, and Mauritius.
There you go.
We played Morocco Friday morning, and they just set off like an house on fire as normal.
They went
They
about
were
4-1 up
4-1
against you.
up.
Yeah, I
4-1
saw
up.
that.
And we never had a go.
I assume you beat them.
We did win in the end,
Yeah.
but they did throw a few chances away.
Yeah.
We were pretty clinical when we got in, but they just, you know what I mean, 4-1 down, you're thinking, what's going on here now?
Yeah.
They've lost to virtually everybody, and then they go on.
They'll suddenly just get on a roll. Well, that's the ability of the players in this room, mate. There's a lot of great players.
Yeah.
Gavin was a bit unlucky there. He needed slightly bigger kiss on that yellow.
Tried a couple of times to move it, and
Still going nowhere at the moment.
yeah, going nowhere. He's a great player, but it looks like safety to me. We just put this over the hole and get him behind the other one, or just stick off the bottom of it and get behind the 2 of them. It's the worst part of potting it is, of course, you're kissing the other yellow, which is not
Absolutely.
advantageous either. Could play the yellow near the black into the middle.
Keeps looking at it. He's dying to have a go.
He
wants to have a go, doesn't he?
desperately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's dying to have a go.
He doesn't want to be here. He wants to be back at the
Back
bar.
in bed, doesn't he?
Yeah.
At the bar possibly as well.
Yeah, back at the bar.
See, I got one right. Actually played a shot of call. What's going on here? That's rubbish. It took him a while, though.
You can't call Gavin rubbish. All right, then you can.
I think you're putting words into my mouth. I hope he watches the whole content instead of just hearing that Delahunty called him rubbish. Mills, you're a stirrer.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Yeah,
He knows I'm only having the crack with him.
yeah. That's me I'm worried about.
Right.
Okay, so,
I were only kidding about the big muscles, you know, mate.
yeah, right. You mean his?
Have you seen his Pamela Anderson tattoos? The barbed wires. He's got 2 of them.
Yeah.
And we don't give him much stick for that, as you can imagine.
She was a bit before my time. So, over the hole, no. He's going to... Got himself an angle to go up and try and knock that
He's
yellow
going
again.
into it now,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's going into it.
He's gonna have
Third
a go.
time lucky.
Well, he's certainly not holding back, David. He's...
It's the way he plays. Gavin will have a go.
yeah, he wants out of there. And this time he's got it.
And
Doesn't
he's come
sneak
out nice.
past.
He's going to have to play a decent shot now, isn't he? I think he's got to be somewhere over the right hand side of the
It looks
table.
like it only goes in the top left-hand
Top
pocket,
left
doesn't
hand
it?
bag, yeah.
Well, I'm sure if it was goes in the middle, he would have been already down lining it up, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
So it's
definitely.
obviously not in there.
So yeah,
He
he's
could play
looking
cushion
after
first to try and get across to the right-hand side of the
less
table.
control with cushion first. I
But
think
you've got that red by the black, which
What
is
do you
also
do? Stun
trouble.
across, mate.
I think I'd go maybe top across off 2 cushions.
Yeah. Like that.
Like that. I would have liked to hope I could have played it that well. Jeez, he played that beautifully,
I think
didn't
he miscued.
Yeah, he miscued. He was trying to play
He
one
got a
of
lucky
delivered
kiss on that
fouls
red at the
again.
end, didn't he?
Oh, no, that was a beautiful shot.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Well,
beautiful
kidding. Well, kidding.
Yeah. A little bit of side off 2 cushions and right on the thing. So the kiss on the black was sensational.
Go on, son. Go on,
Good
pick your
finish.
pint up.
There's Pat McCarron on the other table.
Yeah. Just seen Shane Thompson as well in the background. He's
Can't
he's
miss
on
him,
the
really, can
second
you?
No, he's on the second streaming turbo.
Big lad.
Yeah, he's a big lad, sure.
Big lad.
Should be out Nando's he eats.
Yeah. So it's 4-3.
And all the pizzas at night time as well.
Good time to eat right before you go to bed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just
There's
little-
Carl Sutton playing on table 10.
Okay. Can I put my glasses on? How can I see the table numbers? Here we go. So Gavin to break. Leading 4-3.
We've got another dry break.
That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
Another dry break.
He's trying to tell me he's good at breaking.
Clearly.
Mate, who's picking the side, mate? There's no
Yeah,
way
I
in this
know,
world
yeah. I know, yeah.
he won't be breaking after
He's in
this,
trouble.
will he? He's
He's in
heaps.
trouble.
And you try and get it so whoever wins the lag, he only gets 2 breaks.
Well, the easiest way to do that is let him lag.
I'm sure
then
Is
he's
that why he
guaranteed.
loses the lag?
No, he just thinks he loses it automatically.
He just can't do it. He's nailed on. So we have to load up all the even numbers.
Is that like a team tactic, just to get the team happy before the start of the match then?
Yeah, we all have a laugh and he goes mad.
There is no question that having some mileage on one of your players and your team is always a good thing to lift team spirits.
Oh, Gavin's
Just as long as
brilliant.
the boy can take it.
Yeah, he's a laugh,
Yeah,
Gav.
yeah.
Honestly. He won't care what I'm saying.
That is a really good shot from Paul. If he's on the ball in the middle, maybe not. But the only trouble he has here is the red that near the 2 yellows in the middle pocket. If he can get to that, this is pretty simple out. It's a pretty simple finish. I thought he might have got on it then. Just
Yeah, I
didn't
think
quite.
he's on it.
Yeah, I don't think he went far enough. That's a pretty good hit. Unless it goes
He's in trouble now.
Is he still on that red?
close.
On the right-hand side there?
I'm
Close.
not sure.
Close.
I think he might be behind the yellow there.
Gavin's just had a look at it and kind of said,
It is close.
it's very close.
Maybe with a touch to the side he might be able to.
I
but
reckon
Oh,
he's
he's
on
on
it.
it.
I reckon he's on it. It's
Yeah.
whether he can get past the other yellow, maybe.
Yeah, the one.
he can just
Yeah,
get
the one lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can certainly get past the first one,
Yeah, definitely.
the one he's closest to. And the worst part of that is he needs to give it a little bit of left-hand side so he doesn't kiss the balls on the way back, and doing
As
that
long as he
pushes him
kisses
into the yellow.
If he kisses the black or just avoids the black, he should be on one of the other
Correct.
two reds.
Oh, I
No,
think he's
plenty,
okay, mate.
doesn't he?
Yeah. We're about to find out.
Now, is he looking to kiss the black or just go
Oh,
past
he's
it?
on it easy.
Oh, he tried to kiss the black. That was
He's got a
danger.
very,
Oh, he's
very
done well
good
there.
result.
That little kiss, that last kiss
Yeah.
on that yellow saved him there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he could have been snookered.
Well, it was a pretty good shot when he played.
He deserved it. He deserved it.
correct. Yeah, he played a good shot to knock the one out in the middle. Interesting.
Should be okay there.
Yeah.
Not good queuing, but he should be okay.
Yeah, just round the corner, put the black in the same hole.
Someone like Ryan Shaw would struggle with his shot because he's too short, isn't he? But
David, I mean, never get me picking on anybody.
No, I don't.
Absolutely
I
not.
don't. I
Except
have
for Gavin.
nothing to say about short people. They get angry young men for
Yeah.
some reason or other.
yeah, he gets angry as well. To be fair,
Yeah, I have nothing
back
to
to
say.
4-all.
Nothing to say. I wasn't inferring anything. These tables can be a bit low for somebody like me, I can tell you.
How do you think Billy Harding goes on these? He has to carry his own box around with him. I can say that because Billy's about a foot shorter than me.
Yeah, and I lean over the table, the thing moves.
When you lean over, you could reach the other end.
I never used.
You
Don't think
d-
I've
they've
ever
never
used
used the
the
rest.
equipment on these tables. Have occasionally on the bigger tables in Australia, but not very often. And am probably the worst rest player of all time.
Ryan's getting a bit aggressive now. He says he can fight us both.
He'd
That's
need-
small man syndrome, isn't it?
Yeah, Ryan would need a box as well.
We're talking about the guy from Channel Islands.
Yeah, we're talking
Tell
about
him
him.
he's got to swim here first.
You've just told him it's okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was just by way of proxy. So 4-4. Here we go. Clacky, you're right in this, mate. Come on.
Dry break.
Dry break is... Oh, they do not want to go in,
That's
do they?
unbelievable, isn't it?
Right, come on now, Gav, get him in.
Settle down.
It's actually an advantage not to break in this match at the moment.
Right at the moment. So he has choices. Can play the reds easily enough, or he can play that yellow he's closest to in the middle.
Yeah.
Right, screw back into the cushion and back out again.
Case for both there, isn't there, I think?
Yeah, look, I think my personal opinion is the yellows are
Slightly better.
just slightly better because of the red near the centre pocket
Yeah,
and the
I
one
think
up
he
the
will,
side
I think
cushion.
he will go yellows, I
Yeah.
think you're right.
It's just the first shot's a little bit more difficult. Have to pump that yellow in the centre, I think, and screw back to the top cushion and back out again.
Yeah, he's going yellows.
Yeah. So here we go. This is a big shot.
Just
Doesn't
noticed
miss
it.
much, yeah.
No.
That's what annoys me. Right. Well, yeah. You guys obviously know the tables better than us, but he just got down and hit that. He didn't even, jeez.
I mean, like I said, Gavin's background is snooker.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
a very good snooker player. And that is just cued straight across that. No?
Well, I just think he's maybe your call early. Maybe he's a little affected.
It's permanently affected.
Yeah, okay. Because I don't see him or his equivalent miss those sort of shots down the rail very often.
No.
Pour ceux qui regardent en France, il y a Hélène Clack qui mène 3-0 en 16e de finale des filles.
So Paul's not been left much here. Red onto the yellow, onto the cushion. Push that yellow safe. Oh, he's played the combo. Now he's alive.
He's
Now he's alive.
If he doesn't cut, he's going to have to go, I think.
Yeah, I think he's going to go. Pot this one with a little bit of the one near the
Flip
pocket.
round.
A little bit of left come underneath the other one. And then you're a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think he feels
He's playing the ball onto it. That's reasonable as well.
He's playing the cover, I think.
Yeah, but if it goes in, he's still okay. Okay.
The problem with that is that, with that shot, is that
I
if
just
it's
don't
getting
think-
close to the bag, it's going in.
Just don't think it's aggressive. If you're going to play that, play the ball onto it.
Yeah. Play it 100%.
Yeah, then your white's out of there. But he's a great player. Pot this up the top. Oh, great shot, Paul.
Big shout out to Cheryl Congram in Australia watching this match, saying go Clacky.
The old Shez, Australian women's team manager for
Yeah,
the last 180 years.
we've missed you this year. It's been a lot quieter this year for some reason. Not quite sure why.
Go Aussies.
What are you saying about Shez, these people are picking you. You know I wouldn't do that to you. You know I love you, Shez. Nothing to do with me.
She'll be back next year, I reckon.
Yeah, I think she was missing it when she came and stayed with Renata and I at our place in May for a week or so, and she was already a bit jealous, I think.
She regretted a decision.
Yeah, I think she did in the end. Yeah. So Paul's played this pretty well. He's just got to float this in and come down to the middle of the table and have a good shot at the red. This is the big shot. Oh, very
Played it well.
well
Oh, it could be
played.
snooker here.
Oh, good shout there, Steve. I thought it was perfect weight.
Well, it's a perfect weight for the snooker.
Excuse me while I go.
Mick's just hit the deck.
Oh, I'm not happy. That's what we would call in Australia a spew. Because that's what you do when that happens to you.
And what is it when
Not a
it
Gre- not a
happens
Greg
the other
Norman.
way?
Not a Greg
Straubs,
Norman.
innit?
No, it wasn't a great white.
What do you call it the other way? Straubs, when you leave them in.
No, we don't call it straws.
Strawberries.
No, it's not us.
Is that Victorian thing?
No, it's what's when you leave them.
When you leave them droppings?
Oh, dogs is sorry, as big as yeah.
I
Heads
don't
on them
know.
like mice. Johnny Russell would say.
I just like the bit where they start giving toffees out.
When they what?
When they give sweets out. Oh,
Oh,
fair
unlucky
shot.
though.
4 shots. Where they give sweets out, lollies.
lollies, yeah.
We were talking to, who was I talking to last night? I was talking to Stacey Vine last night, and a couple of the boys had a couple of little things to eat, and Wayne Stubbs, one of our Masters players, had him in his pocket for about 3 days.
Did Stacey eat it?
No, but Wayne had given me one, and I'm sitting there for about 5 minutes. I got old gnarled fingers as it is, trying to open this damn thing. I said, "What have you done with these damn lollies?" Stacey says, "That's not a lolly. A lolly comes on a stick."
Lolly's on a stick, yeah.
I said, "Mate, you're moving to Australia, supposedly. You come over here, we got lolly shops. You're going to get told what an idiot you are if you start calling things on a stick a lolly."
Oh, come on, Gav.
Carl Sutton beat Darren Matthews 7-4.
Yep.
And Waslim Olite from Mauritius is 5-3 up against Sean Chipperfield at the moment.
Wow. How's the Mick Hill match going?
It's still 2-2, so I don't think it's been updated.
Okay. Yeah, no, Mick does like to play a bit of safety. So, Kevin's actually pulled back for a couple of shots.
Yeah, can't weigh that up.
Yep. Well, I think it's probably
I think
the right
if he'd
shot.
have got the one down the rail,
He would have been gone all day,
yeah.
but he's just pulled back a bit.
Chippy.
There's Chippy, won't be happy. Race to 7.
He's juggling his cue.
He's just not quite playing like he was last year, obviously.
No.
Gee, didn't miss a thing last year. Oh.
Oof.
No luck. Would have snookered himself on the black anyway. It wasn't worth potting.
No. He's played the right shot, then.
Very much so. Try and stick it over the hole.
Gav's going to
put
him back in again.
You're going to play the snooker again?
Definitely.
And this one's probably a winner.
Yeah, should be.
Probably a winner.
Opens up all his yellows now as well, this snooker.
Yeah, just makes certain.
Even if he does get out of it, he's going to go for it this time.
It's pretty easy to hit. Well,
yeah, a little bit of
not
right
really
hand
sure
side,
what
just
he's
draw around the centre pocket.
yeah.
But you don't need to hit it, you need to pot it.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
From there, he does need to pot
Needs
it.
to pot it. Well, what do you say? No choice? Really does have to go.
Yeah, he's got
Top
to.
right hand pocket off the bank.
Yeah.
I think he's got to give it a bit of a crack, to be honest.
He's looking at 3 cushions, 4 cushions. 1, 2. He's looking at 3 cushions.
Going to hit off one cushion.
He's talking about coming off this side of the centre, the bottom side of the centre where he is, over to the other side, off the top cushion, back behind it. I think he's better off doing what we said, Steve, having a go.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, even if... Sorry, I just feel like he didn't really give himself a chance here.
No.
And he's had one go. He won't be given another chance.
No, Gav's getting these.
Yeah, this one's all over, I think. It's walking around a bit quicker now as well.
Yeah.
Yes, he wants to get to the bar.
Hasn't he got someone who can do that for him whilst he's playing?
No, he normally does that for me, to be fair.
He does. All your English team do.
Yeah, they do.
Aaron Davis seems to be one who's doing it a lot for you.
Don't be mean with Aaron.
So that's Gavin gone 5-4 up now. It's been a close game, I think. I don't think anyone's ever got 2 frames clear, have they, in this match?
No, I think Paul's done very well to keep tabs on him. Yeah, I think he's done well. Unfortunately, though, it's Gavin's break, so anything can happen.
Well, that's the thing at the moment. They're not putting too many balls off the
No,
break.
neither of them are.
Yeah.
If I'm honest.
As you said, Paul's done very well, but it's the sort of player he is. He's just a very good player, very unobtrusive.
He's played very good in this.
Yeah, he has. He hasn't done much wrong.
No, he's done well.
Got most of the outs he's gone for. Here we go. Another break.
I mean, as much as I have a pop at Gavin, he's one of the best players in the country. He is a really good player.
He's potted a yellow off the break this time, and they look pretty good.
Yeah, he's.
This could just be the breaking point in the match.
Turning point. Yeah, if he gets these, it'll put Paul under it a bit.
Yeah, you play the yellow up the top left and little bit of running side. No, he's coming down this way. Clean these up first. I think my first call is what he's going to play. Play yellow to top left. Run through.
Look at reds as well, but it's definitely yellows for me.
Yeah. This is what he's playing, just a little bit of right hand side.
Good
Drift
shot,
over.
Good shot.
come back down to the ball near the inside of the black.
Yeah, that's the ball, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it gets on that.
Well, you'd love to come down for the other two first, back to this right-hand side where
Yeah.
he's staying now, but just a little bit riskier than the other way. Whereas the other way, you're just about, well, you're certain of position. So
Oh,
just play.
he's doing your shot, I
Yeah,
think.
he's playing the first one. Oh, you're kidding. You're kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Took a bit of working out that, Gav.
Oh.
Good shot, mate.
Oh, excuse me. Oh. No, I'm not upset at all. No. Oh,
Fluke. David, how can you say that?
I think that was like one of his deliberate fouls. There.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's been
totally intentional.
He's been at it all game.
He didn't want that kiss, and it's turned out perfect.
Turned out
Turned
proper.
out perfect. He just float through this, put
He's
the one
blessed,
behind
isn't
he pot this, float
blessed.
through to the other side. He'll put the yellow near bit behind the red ball over the other side. Here he goes. Just float through to the other side. Get hard up on the cushion, you. Well, we need a little bit of luck ourselves. Goodness me. You guys, your conditions, your table, and your flukes.
I mean.
Unbelievable. Oh, I bet you Clacky's not happy.
Told you you were clueless.
Excuse me while I'm sick.
I think Paul will be a bit sicker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
At least
apologise.
he holds his hand up.
I'm really sorry.
eventually.
You say I'm really sorry.
My intentional fluke, but I'll put my hand up.
Yeah, I think he were apologising to the people watching at home.
Well, a number of times you've called his...
Maybe we'll get him for a post-match interview afterwards.
I think he might be busy getting Stevie a beer.
I don't think he'll be getting Stevie any beers if he listens to this commentary.
He knows I'm only kidding.
Yeah, no, I think he knows.
Yeah, I think the world of Gav. Good lad.
Don't
lad.
try and justify it now, mate.
All right,
Yeah.
then, it's not. He rips me to bits. Him and Fernandez, they rip me to bits.
Like I said, mate, you get what you deserve in this world. So here's Clacky. Obviously needs this one. I was about to say needs it desperately, but
Let's see if he can get a few balls off the break this time.
Yeah, well, that's what happened then. Gavin actually got one for the first time and...
Broken dish.
Broken dish. Broken fluked, I would suggest. But
I can say that.
Any luck going here?
goodness me. Clacky. I don't think he's got one, has he?
No.
No, I mean the whole match.
They all go. The yellows all go.
Yeah, it's yellows again. Just the one down the cushion's the only one he has to get to.
Yeah, I'll treble it.
Yeah. Treble it. Off the jaws, back
the
over
jaws.
the
Off the
side.
jaws into the other
Right. You calling it now?
With his eyes shut.
Oh, I've had enough of you guys.
He's been playing with his eyes shut all the game.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Come on, Gav, get him gone. Oh, he's not going to be happy with you, Dave.
I've done nothing. It's all you, Steve.
You've encouraged me.
So he's playing this yellow in the centre. He just needs to get the one near the black and the one on the top cushion as quickly as possible.
Oh, be right on it.
Yeah, he's followed through off that one. A little bit of angle on this one, just stunned towards the red. He'll be on the bottom yellow. The one closest to the cushion. Might even screw it into the other yellow and open it up for the pocket,
Yeah.
for the other side.
Yeah, I think that's what. Yeah.
Just like that. He just grazed it. Still on
Fine,
the one.
he's still got the one.
Yeah, and now he's opened that yellow to both pockets. So it just makes the out a little bit easier. He's moved the black over to the other side, so if he has to take this yellow down the rail last, he doesn't have to play as bad a position. Everything's pretty good about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's looking good from here.
Yeah, very clever shot. Could have just potted it softly and got on the yellow that he's on now.
Yeah, another miscue.
Look, he does play the occasional good shot.
Yeah, he does. He's a good player. Come on, now, Gav, get him going.
To be fair, he wasn't trying to move the black, he's trying to move the yellow, so a bit of luck there as well.
Certainly, but when you're aggressive, the balls do tend to run.
You
a
make
little
your
bit
own
better.
luck, don't you?
Without question.
Certainly in Gavin's case.
Yeah, I'm not a great believer in
David.
lucky or unlucky. But there's a lot of people in Australia who'd say I'm the luckiest player that's ever played. One in particular who's won a world title, he reckons if I had any ability, I'd be really good. because he reckons I'm the luckiest
Who said that?
prick that's ever played. Johnny Russell.
Oh, John Russell.
And he's just a sea slug.
Had a good night. Sea slug. Had a good night out with him in Albury. What's that Irish bar called? What's that Irish bar called?
Shenanigans?
No, in Albury.
In Albury? I don't know. I don't drink. Stevie, you don't see me in the bars.
Gav dragged me in there.
Yeah, no, I never stopped
That's
to
just
find
so you
out
could
the
buy us
name.
the drinks, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't stop long enough to find the name of the place. I just go in there to have a drink.
He's out to you.
Yeah, and this is the end of the match. He's played very, very well.
Yeah, he's played well, Gav.
Paul hasn't done too much wrong. I'm very impressed. Well played. Nice finish.
Yeah, well done, Chopper.
Yeah.
Et pour les Français, Hélène Collat a gagné 5-0 aussi. Well done, Gavin Lomax, 7-4 there.
Thanks a lot for that, lads. Enjoyed that.
Yeah, no, it was a pleasure.
A good laugh. Yeah,
Pleasure as
cheers,
always,
mate.
Steve.
Cheers, David.
Let's hope we get another one of your England players on the live stream so that you can give us some lowdown on them as well.
No, I'll be nice to them. It's only Gav.
Maybe Dave Fernandez.
Yeah, I'm back in. I'm only kidding.
Another one you don't like.
No, I love them, but I love them all. It's just, you've got to think about who gives you a lot
There
of
we go.
stick.
Craig Hart versus Anton Kasheri
There you
from
go.
Malta.
There you go. I don't have to put too much on to get him to buy it, do I?
No, nothing at all. He loves it.
Wish
Right.
the fish would buy it that well at home.
Well, we're now going to go for a commercial break and maybe show the Nations Cup advert as well. And see you guys later.